lot right now, but yeah.
It's your pick, man. That's sick.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
So yeah, just want to hear the what do you guys think about it?
Opening up the floor for discussion, then, huh? Dang. As per usual, I know. I'm very curious. What'd you think about it, James?
Bottom left corner there.
Why you gotta put me on blast? Like, put the spotlight on me.
Because I think you're the only guy out of this that hadn't seen it or didn't really know about it. But also because none of us have children's.
Yeah, man.
You know, so I want to get a pop-up perspective.
Coming from a parent, I guess Jordan's only 6 years old, so that's the type of stuff I don't have to deal with at least now.
Yes, yeah.
But I mean, watching that movie, there was some scenes that were like disturbing to me with like the little kids who looked like they were like 10.
Oh yeah,
on the couch.
Yeah, like the four little dudes, but that the parenting aspect of the movie coming from a parent, it didn't really cross my mind until you actually brought it up.
Really?
Right now, talking about the movie.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh shit, yeah, like Jordan's gonna be going through some of this type of stuff sometime in the future. But I was more watching it and comparing it towards
what you did,
just me, just of my experiences and stuff.
Yeah.
It was a pretty interesting movie. I really liked the guerrilla style shooting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I thought that was pretty cool. Handheld.
Pushed your grain up.
Yeah. Type of stuff.
Very skate video like.
Mm-hmm.
Even just corner walking, like street walking, like everything.
Yeah, I did like that.
Movie was pretty cool.
That the main character really bugged me a lot.
Telly?
Telly. Just the way he talked. He had one of those punch you right in the I want to punch you in the face types of faces.
Really?
Hey, yo, Darcy, is Darcy there? Yo, Darcy, can you come out and go to the swimming pool, Darcy?
Bugging you, huh? Just pushing it, huh?
Yeah, like this dude is, and he's like, oh yeah, she's like 13 years old. They look so good. I'm like, fucking creep.
The way that he says, I gotta fuck her, man. Or whatever. It's just like cringy, dude. Oh,
he was cringe because he was like, all I think about is like that. You know what I mean? Like, he was already in his head, dude. Hey, man.
But honestly, I just want to say, the first time I saw this movie, I was 17, and it was like in 98, 99? No, 99. Mm-hmm. And when I saw this movie, it really shocked me because it was something that growing up during the 90s that I kind of experienced and seeing a lot of those kids. Growing up, that shit scared me. And that's what inspired me to be straight edge through all those years, because I would see those kids that were actually going out and getting fucked up and fighting, and fucking, the girls that were getting, I would hear stories about girls taking ecstasy, because ecstasy was huge during the 90s, and I was a teenager, and they would call it X, like fucking, hey, you want to burn off an X, and the whole thing was it made you like want to have sex and shit and fucking want to do something.
Yeah.
So seeing all that shit in the movie and seeing it in real life was almost like it was too real, dude. It was like a real life documentary, like snuff almost film, dude. It was almost borderline porno, dude. So seeing that, the movie just really took back, dude, to just seeing that shit for reals almost, but. It wasn't that bad, but it was pretty fucking bad in that movie.
Yeah, watching it, I was expecting it to be a lot worse from how you guys made it out to be. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't. I mean, there's scenes that are obviously horrible to watch.
I mean, is it safe to say the ones that watched this movie, like us, is it us four? Don't have kids, but the one that didn't watch it
was more like desensitized.
I mean, after watching the movie We Should Not Speak Of, I think you're desensitized at this point.
Yeah, I think it was more of a shocker because it was the time frame that it came out. The actual epidemic of the AIDS virus being so almost like
uncommon or not,
yeah,
like unknown.
Yeah, almost kind of like really widely discussed, but like how Diego said, was amongst the gay community because it was almost, when it came out, looked as a gay virus almost, and it was like a reality punch to say that, hey, this could affect anybody, especially kids, because like Diego said, it was almost like the kids they thought they were invincible and they weren't going to be affected by anything.
And it's even like that girl when she's like, oh, I've only had sex with one person.
Yeah, with
and
Tilly.
like, yeah, you know? And then he's the dude spraying it to like all these other people who don't even know.
Yeah,
virgins,
me,
specifically like, virgins. Yeah.
Ruining people's
lives.
For
me was like, did ever Telly know like that he was like just doing that? Was he like?
They never clarify.
I can relate to what you were saying, Wes. Was like, there's so much open, there's so much like stuff unfilled. Like, you know what I mean?
I think Larry Clark leaves that I feel like when I watch this movie, every time I think he feels like he leaves it up to discussion among everybody, you know, like did he really know? Did maybe he knew but wasn't really aware of what AIDS was? Like he wasn't really educated as to what it was. How did he get it in the first place if he was only having sex with virgins? Like,
yeah, he could have
like you know,
like having a discussion with Vic. Like he could have probably smashed someone that was faking being virgin. Like like because he was so into them, it's easy to lie to that guy. Like, oh yeah, I'm a girl to say I'm a virgin, and he just full on went in like that. And he was like, she could fuck. There's no way she could fuck like that.
In the beginning of the movie, he does specifically say like that's one of the main reasons why he likes virgins is because there's no diseases. So you could kind of say he's kind of aware about it, but I think he thinks in his mind he's like a pathological, like he convinced himself that if he only fucks with virgins that he's not going to get any type of disease, and that's actually not the case. So.
But in reality, he already has it. Like in my opinion, in the film, I don't think that he's aware, and I think that's the naivety of the kids that they're trying to portray in the film, is that he's spreading this thing unknowingly, and that's what makes it way more sad, is Jenny is trying to get to him before he fucks up more people's lives because he doesn't know. You know what I mean?
And it makes me feel also that the women were more responsible by going to get checked out, unlike the boys.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, they also show that aspect in the movie.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, they're more aware of it.
Because even they when they're doing the simulcast between women between the girls talking about sex and the guys talking about sex, it kind of like you can kind of tell like there's some similarities, but there's also more responsibility with the girls and with the guys because they're like, oh, like. Even Tully was like, oh yeah, like, you know, if I wear a condom, my shit goes limp. And, and I was just like,
that shit
don't work. Using?
Like, that shit
or it
don't
shrinks
work.
your dick.
Yeah. And so I was like, oh man, he's telling all these kids are like probably like 11, 12 years old, like, oh yeah, you need to fuck without a condom. Which is,
man, still win.
Yeah, because which is what, like, among some, even with some people I grew up with, they would tell me that all the time. Like, oh yeah, you need to fuck without a condom. You need to be a real man like that. And I was just like, always like, goddamn, like, no, bro. Like, I'm not. I was hearing left and right certain people like getting fucking chlamydia and and gonorrhea and stuff like that. I was like, nah, dude. I'm sorry. I wouldn't do that. I love my meat too much for me to go for it to go through that process.
No tainted meat over here.
And some people don't even know people that have all that stuff, dude. Like, that's crazy. Like.
Yeah, seeing all that, like you said, dude, was like a eye opener almost. But also, I mean, it made me wait to do a lot of different shit because I was very observant and seeing those kids was almost like a reflection of what I saw growing up. And so seeing that movie was kind of like, dang, dude.
Yeah, like for me, the most relatable was the park scene. Like that shit, I see, dude. I chill right here to the left of this little get-ass park right here behind the Walmart, dude. It gets like that back there, dude. I swear to God, dude, I've been through like stuff like that where fools will jump people, fucking bust some crazy shit out right there. Yeah, dude, like I could totally relate to that scene when, like, if somebody was to get stepped up to by the wrong person, one guy is definitely gonna go down. Like, you know, like,
and that's what it showed you too. And like those kids, they didn't really, like you said, they felt like they were invincible, but also they all had each other's backs.
Mm-hmm. They were in unison. They were the tightest shit you ever could see in a movie.
Like a little close knit family. But I was always tripping out on like there's like no parents at all.
Parents?
No parents, dude.
No,
the
none.
whole movie.
They show Telly's mom. Right?
Oh, okay, but she was such a bad parent. She took titty out for Casper and
Smoking.
Yeah, and Casper's like, "Yo, you showing me this right now? Yo, your mom into it. Your mom had big titties.
Your mom's tits looking nice.
I'm gonna get buff."
And she started smoking a cigarette with the baby.
With the baby,
yeah.
That's super old school.
I'm like, yo, shout out to the 90s, giving fucking
kind of looks
cancer.
at Casper like, "Hey, yo,
Casper
yeah,
good.
dude. I like that scene where he gets the tampon and sticks it up his nose.
Oh,
and then he dips it.
That scene was so nasty.
He dips it in the red Kool-Aid, and he's all like, "Yo, my girl's got mad flavor, yo."
And he's like,
Heavy flow.
Heavy flow.
Dude, when I first watched this, it had to be like 2007. I was like maybe just 18 at the time. Somebody very close to me showed it to me, and that's all I could take away from the film. That's what I thought about. That shit scarred me. That Casper, doing the fucking Kool-Aid with the tampon because he's like squeezing the juice out of it.
Yeah, I've always wanted to do that, but at the same time, I'm like,
you ever pull one of these out of your girls with your teeth?
With your teeth?
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
that shows how grinding Casper was, dude.
Yeah, like, Casper was
the whole entire. He's a dope character, but the entire movie he was fiending, dude. Like he was just looking at it. You know,
this dude, he was looking on to the next thing every single time.
Yeah.
Killed a 40 and then on to the next one.
I just like, you know, like Tiger. Like
I need to send you guys. There's an artist that drew that scene in particular, and she drew with him licking up the tampon. So I'll send it to all you guys. It's fucking funny.
That's crazy.
So for me, the sex and stuff. I mean, there were scenes that were like jarring and like, whoa, that's crazy. But
the sex wasn't bad. But it was the fact of how deep it was getting with the sex. Like,
for me, the movie wasn't like as polarizing as like Diego would say. Like when he saw it, he was like, "Oh, grimy. Damn." It was grimy, yeah. But for me, I was like, "Oh, this isn't like." Okay, like this is. And for me, I was like, I'm not stupid. I learned about this stuff when I was in high school. Okay. I mean, like about like not being smart and stuff. So
you're saying it didn't shock you, but did you? What did you think? Did you like the movie? Did you think it was it a good movie to you?
It was all right. Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna. I don't know if I would recommend it to people. I don't know if anyone that I know would like it.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't buy it? You wouldn't put it in your collection?
No, probably not. If it wasn't for you guys, I would never know about this movie. And to me, it's like
it's such a cult.
I'm not losing anything if I never watched it.
Gotcha. It
was just an hour and a half of my life.
It's like it really is an acquired taste. It's along the lines of like how you said it's like that movie you shall not speak of, but it's so left field that it's almost like when you do meet somebody and they say, "Oh, have you seen the movie Kids?" and James says, "Yeah, I actually seen that," it's gonna be like, "Whoa, dude, you're gonna have something to connect about," and at least now you're gonna be able to say, "Yeah, I actually seen that movie."
No, yeah, I mean it's nice to be able to take a movie off a list.
You're off the list.